Hi, this is Steve Davis over at Total Wealth Academy, and this is Investor Tip Tuesday. And this is one of my favorites because there's a phrase out there, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And it almost implies, no, I think it does imply from the jealous and the insecure that the rich are somehow holding the poor and the middle class down. Nothing could be further from the truth. The rich are too busy driving their Ferraris to the golf club to worry about the poor and the middle class. They're just doing what they do. The reason the poor and the middle class remain separate is because the rich are teaching their kids differently than the poor and middle class. The poor and middle class want to teach their kids the right things about money, but they can't. They've never done it. They're not financially successful. The rich are able to teach it because they've done it, and they're leading by example. And that's one thing that's a main part of this tip, is you have to understand that if you want to lead your kids to financial success, you have to lead by example. You can't be in a job living paycheck to paycheck and telling your kids, don't do what I did, do something different. They're not going to listen to you. If you smoke and tell your kids not to smoke, they're going to smoke. If you're obese and you tell your kids to eat right and exercise, they're going to end up obese. But if you live paycheck to paycheck and you retire broke, guess what you've taught your kids? To live paycheck to paycheck and retire broke. See, the rich are teaching their kids differently. It is your responsibility to learn what they're teaching their kids. As an example, when my son was 8, I gave him a copy of The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason, probably the most important financial book you can give a child in the world. And I told him, you need a second stream of income. When he was 9, I told him. 10, 11, 12, I told him. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I told him, you need a second stream of income. When my son graduated college, he had $4,000 a month in second stream of income from his 11 rent houses. My daughter has created an even larger second stream of income. Why? Because they're brilliant, because they work harder than everybody else. They're brilliant, they're hard workers, but so are you. The difference was they were given what we like to call an effective map. See, you were given a different map, weren't you? You weren't told to build a second stream of income. You were told to work real hard in high school, get into college, get a degree, maybe 2 degrees, scrimp, save after you get a job with a major corporation with good benefits, use IRAs and 401ks, work for 45 years, retire, and live off your savings. Here's the problem. That business model doesn't work. 95% of Americans are failing to retire by age 65 using that business model. The 5% who do retire successfully, guess what all of them have? A second stream of income, and 70 to 80% of them used real estate to do that. So, Investor Tip Tuesday is this. You need to understand you are responsible for your children's financial education. High schools and college are not going to teach them these principles. You have to go learn it, and then you need to teach them. Then you need to teach them. Remember, when the masks come out in an airplane, when the pressure drops, whose mask do you put on first? Yours. You have to. If you're going to help your children, you need to be successful financially so that you can pass on those beliefs and ideas to them. Put your mask on first and lead by example. That's Investor Tip Tuesday. Thanks for watching.